Solve the simultaneous equations 2x minus 5y equals 1 and x squared minus xy plus 3y squared is equal to 9. So we're going to take the linear equation, which is 2x minus 5y is equal to 1, and we're going to rearrange it so that we get either x or y on its own. So I'm going to bring the minus 5y over the equal sign, it becomes plus 5y, and then divide across by 2 to get the x on its own. So I get 5y divided by 2 is 5y over 2, and 1 divided by 2 is 1 over 2. So I get x is equal to 5y plus 1 all over 2. Now I'm going to substitute that into the other equation, into the non-linear equation, in place of both x's. So I'm going to swap that x for 5y plus 1 over 2, and bring down the squared, then bring down the minus, then swap that x for 5y plus 1 over 2 with brackets around it, then bring down the y, the plus 3y squared, and the equals 9. So I'm going to work out separately 5y plus 1 over 2 squared. So I'm going to work it out over here. So I get 5y plus 1 over 2 multiplied by 5y plus 1 over 2. So when we're multiplying fractions, we do top by top, bottom by bottom. So 5y by 5y is 25y squared. 5y by 1 is plus 5y. 1 by 5y is plus 5y. And 1 by 1 is plus 1. And 2 by 2 is 4. So top by top, bottom by bottom. Then we need to simplify. 5y plus 5y give us 10y. So we get 25y squared plus 10y plus 1 all over 4. So that's where this comes from. Then we bring down the minus. And then 5y by y is 5y squared. And 1 by y is y. And that's all over 2. Because remember, this is technically y over 1. So it's top by top. So it's 5y plus 1 multiplied by y. And then bottom by bottom, so 2 multiplied by 1 is technically what you're doing on the bottom there. And 2 by 1 is just 2. Bring down the plus 3y squared, and then bring the 9 over the equal sign, and becomes minus 9. Now to get rid of the fractions, we're going to multiply across by 4. So multiplying 25y squared plus 10y plus 1 by 4, we'll just cancel out the 4 on the bottom. So we bring down the 25y squared, the plus 10y, and the plus 1. And then 5y squared by 4 is 20y squared. And 20y squared divided by 2 is 10y squared. But remember, there's a minus in front, so it's minus 10y squared. And then y multiplied by 4 is 4y. And 4y divided by 2 is 2y. But remember, there's a minus in front, so it's minus 2y. Then 3y squared multiplied by 4 is 12y squared. And minus 9 multiplied by 4 is minus 36. Then we simplify. 25y squared minus 10y squared plus 12y squared is 27y squared. 10y minus 2y is 8y. And 1 minus 36 is minus 35. Now we have a quadratic trinomial we're going to label as A, B, and C. And we're going to use our quadratic formula, also known as our minus b formula, to solve. So substituting into our formula, we get minus times 8 plus minus the square root of 8 squared minus 4 times 27 times minus 35 all over 2 times 27, which ends up giving us minus 8 plus minus 62 all over 54. So minus 8 plus 62 over 54 gives us 1. And minus 8 minus 62 all over 4 gives us minus 35 over 27. So now we have two values for y. Now we need to find our x values. So to find x, we are going to substitute our y values that we just found into our linear equation, because it'd be much easier to work it out by substituting into the linear equation as opposed to the quadratic equation. So our linear equation was 2x minus 5y is equal to 1. But we rearranged it so that x was on its own. So we had x is equal to 5y plus 1 over 2. So it's much quicker to substitute it into this equation. So we have x equals 5y plus 1 over 2. We swap the y for 1 with brackets around it. And 5 by 1 plus 1 divided by 2 is 3. So x is equal to 3. And then we substitute minus 35 over 27 in place of the y. So we get 5 times minus 35 over 27 plus 1 divided by 2, which is minus 74 over 27. So our first coordinate of intersection is 3, 1. And our second coordinate is minus 74 over 27, minus 35 over 27.